The Asian supporter scene is highly underreported. Fan culture has had roots in the continent since the 1970s, where the terraces of Europe first began to influence football culture around the globe. Today, Asian football is on the rise, and with the expansion of the World Cup and high levels of investment being thrown into international football, the sport and culture around it are destined to grow exponentially. Here's a little taste of some of Asia's best ultras groups. At 5, it's Urawa Boys. The famous Urawa Boys were established in 1997. At that time, there were 11 big ultras groups sharing the Urawa fan scene, so Curva Est was created to represent the entire supporters section. However, the Curva Est and all 11 groups were disbanded in 2014 after a banner reading Japanese only led to allegations of racism in the stands. Today, there is no main group in the Urawa stands, but this has not dampened the atmosphere at Urawa Reds matches. Former Urawa Boys and most of the other groups share Italian ultras culture and often display flags of Che Guevara as an anti-establishment symbol. Due to the club's incredible success, Urawa fans are some of the most well-travelled in Asia and certainly amongst the best known. At 4, it's Frente Tricolor. Frente Tricolor are the most passionate and intense supporters in the K-League. They have always been there for the Suwon Samsung Blue Wings, through 20 trophies including 4 championships and 2 Asian Champions League titles. Originally formed in 1995 under the name Grand Bleu, they are the most influential in Korea, regularly bringing 5,000 active supporters to games. With a unique story of 2 supporters groups who united in 2012, they created a South American style of support involving banners, confetti, umbrellas, flags, and Latin-style chanting. Their mottos are "the first and the best" and "our path becomes the true path." At 3, it's Boys of Straits. The Boys of Straits were established in 2013. Their club, Johor Darul Tazim, is located in the south of Malaysia. They're currently the most successful team in the country, having 3 titles in a row, and in 2015 they became the first ever Southeast Asian club to win an AFC Cup, Asia's equivalent to the Europa League. The Boys of Straits have only 500 to 600 active members. However, they are the most active group in a country that is quickly embracing fan culture. They often use pirate references in their tifos, as they're located in Selat Tebrau, whose nearby waters were historically infamous for piracy. The Boys of Straits largely take inspiration from the Indonesian scene, as the 2 countries often share melodies in terrace culture. This is a unique example of Asian fans getting inspiration from within the continent, rather than looking outwards to Europe and South America. At 2, it's Bengal Brigade. The East Bengal Ultras, known as Bengal Brigade, were first established in 2013. East Bengal FC is one of the oldest clubs in India, established in 1920. During the 1970s, East Bengal became popular in Asia for its good football and hardcore supporters, who established a legacy of aggression and pyro. The club's logo is a torch, a tradition which they carry on today as they light up the terraces across India. Today, the Bengal Brigade draw inspiration from Ultraslan, the Galatasaray Ultras, mainly due to the similar colours and the intense passion they share. And at number 1, it's Brigata Curva Sud 1976. With over 8,000 supporters, Brigata Curva Sud is one of the 2 major active supporters groups of Indonesian 2nd Division side PSS Sleman. The name Brigade Curva Sud refers to the southern terrace they occupy, and the number 1976 is in homage to the year of the club's birth. They take inspiration from the Italian ultra scene, naming their group Brigata Curva Sud or South Curve Brigade. This is reminiscent of AC Milan's Brigata Rossonera. Their tifos, pyro, and active stance against club management decisions are reminiscent of the active 7 days a week type of dedication you see from Europe's oldest fan groups. Despite being in the 2nd Division for the past decade, every weekend their end of the stadium is packed with green and black. It's in that end week in, week out, amongst a sea of individual banners and flags, that you'll bear witness to incredible choreographies that include pop culture references like smiley faces, unlike buttons, rings of fire, as well as general homages to the club's history.